billing functionality, and also incorporated with central GST and state GST. So what I am doing, the calculation based on the sales, I am going to put central GST and state GST in the vehicle selling point of areas, and function B, that is service. When after selling the vehicle, after 25 days or 30 days, based on the kilometer running, and the vehicle will come for whichever is earlier, the vehicle will come for service. In the service time, I am going to billing some general service of activities or free service of activities, or some defect related process of activities. What I am doing, I am going to billing for the customer. So there also I am going to use what is it called, SPAS bills, service bill. Here also I am incorporating central and state GST. Suppose that vehicle get some defect, and we need to change some specimens and the function C. Here I am going to incorporate the central GST and state GST. It is an example for modular division, how we are going to use the functions. This division approach clearly results in a number of advantages. It facilitates a top-down modular programming, as shown on the figure. Modular programming, in the previous example, how we are going to say, like that it is a top-down approach. In this programming style, high-level logic of the overall program is solved first, while the details of each lower-level functions are addressed later. The length of a source program can be reduced by using functions at an appropriate place. It is easy to locate and isolate a faulty functions for further investigation. A function may be used by many other programs. This means that a C program can build on what others have already done instead of starting all over again from scratch. So here we are identifying, when we are started using the user-defined function means, we are identifying 4 important point of activities. One is what we are going to do. We are going to follow the top-down approach, modular programming approach. In the top-down programming approach, high-level logic will be built in the top-down itself. In the lower level, functions are addressed, and first, while the details of lower level functions are addressed later. So we are not going to touch the lower level issues. We are giving more importance for higher level logic only. Then second point, the length of the source program can be reduced. Instead of giving detailed description about the programming approach, what we are doing, we are going to reduce the length of the source program, can be reduced using the functions at appropriate place. It is easy to locate and isolate faulty functions for further investigation. It is also one of the key advantage. It is easy to locate and isolate. A function may be used by many other programs. The same function, we will use it for many other programs of activities also. This means that a C program can build on what others have already done instead of starting all over again from scratch. Suppose I need to include state GST and central GST functionalities in some other aspect also in our module, or in our implementation of activities. Then we will use these subprograms. That is nothing but other programming functions may be used by many other programs. The same functionality we will use whenever they need. So it is the main advantage for user-defined functions. Multifunction program. A function is a self-contained block of code that performs a particular task. Yes, a function, it is a self-contained block of code that will perform a particular task. Once a function has been designed and packed, it can be treated as a black box that takes some data from the main program and returns a value. Functions, it's already designed and packed means it is treated as a black box that takes some data from main program and returns a value. The inner details of operations are invisible to the rest of the program. Let us take the same example, calculating of state GST and central GST. We don't know how they will calculate and how it will be incorporated in our billing. It is we don't know, but this much of